New books. Read slowly. They have to last a month. And I'll be testing you on all of them, so read carefully. I wasn't able to find anything decent on thermodynamics, but there's an interesting collection of essays on entropy, which is at least related. Other than that, it's mostly what we talked about, except there wasn't any dictionary on idioms. Mechanical engineering, a couple of literary essays, home gardening, accounting principles, introduction to piloting small aircraft, that sort of thing.
What's this?
It's educational. That reminds me, it's Valentine's Day, so your father and I will be having sex tonight. I know how thin the walls are, so you can feel free to sleep in here tonight. You can drag a mattress or wrap yourself in blankets, crash on the floor, whatever you want. Also, I brought you a treat. Hostess cupcakes. You may have one a day, but you must brush your teeth immediately after. Understood?
Understood.
When did your father get back?
A couple of hours ago. He's asleep.
What did he do with his shoes?
Probably still on him. He looked exhausted.
Well, not surprising. He was on a pretty rough schedule.
Doing what?
Don't ask about his work, dear. Hand,
But it's just put on bandages.
hand. It's healing well. No new blisters. Scar tissue is healing over. Is it tender?
A little.
But not bad.
Not bad.
Then you need to stop wrapping it up so much. Let it breathe a little. No signs of infection. Very good. Not much we can do about the nerve damage. So I guess you'll never be a professional tennis player. So sorry they have to break it to you.
I've never played tennis.
Well, that all works out then. You know the rules, that's good enough. A score of 30 represents how many points?
2 with 4 points being needed for win.
Good. I'm pretty sure that's even correct, but said with such confidence it almost doesn't matter.
It's correct.
I will be leaving again in a couple of days and won't return until mid-March, so start making a new list pronto. Your dad will be here the whole time I'm gone.
Picking up another problem?
Yes, but nothing we can't fix. Not a difficult one.
Can I come with you?
Not yet, Elvie.
Now.
Look at you, my rebellious little teenager. Soon you'll be sneaking Xanax from the medicine cabinet and avoiding homework. Xanax, active ingredient.
I'll have some.
Drug classification?
Benzodiazepine.
Well done. Not this time. Coffee?
This late in the day?
Do you want some or not?
Sure.
Well, go ahead and make some then. I've got a long night ahead. Out of curiosity, why?
Why do I want coffee?
No, smartass. Why do you want to go with me?
Just to see
And what is it you want to see?
something else.
You're growing up. Add travel guides to the list for now. I'll take you with me this summer or maybe in the fall.
I'd like to talk to a boy.
You won't be talking to anybody, not the first time out.
Just a few sentences, not about anything important.
Make the coffee.
Expected early adolescent behaviors can include an increased time spent with members of the opposite sex. This is considered a necessary part of developing both identity and concept of intimacy, and adolescents who are either prohibited from or reluctant to engage in such activity are at increased risk of depression and other mood disorders.
If that happens, you'll just have to stop taking Xanax and go for the Prozac instead. Where did you read that?
Psychology Now, last year.
And you think a few sentences will help?
Be an increase.
Well, don't you worry about it. Your mother has you covered on the whole talking to boys thing. And maybe sooner than you think.
I don't understand.
That's because I'm being mysterious.
Murders.
Well, aren't we just full of questions today? Why would you ask me that?
Are you mad?
Of course not. But why would you ask me that?
We're not like the families I read about.
We are unique. Such a beautiful word.
It's harsh with a hard ending.
Of course we aren't like other families, but why would you ask me if we're murderers?
Because after consideration of circumstance, I kind of believe that it's a family business.
Too many Cormac McCarthy novels.
Just tell me so I don't have to keep on guessing.
Start the coffee, then sit down.
If your child is old enough to ask the question,
Then they're old enough to be a pain in your ass.
that's not how it goes.
I know how it goes.
Read it from multiple sources.
Doesn't make it true. How did you grow up so suddenly? Your father and I solve problems. And sometimes problems can be difficult to solve. Sometimes a problem is a situation, a deal gone bad, or a disagreement between two rival businesses. Sometimes a problem can be an object that needs to disappear or needs to show up somewhere else. Sometimes somewhere it shouldn't be. And yes, sometimes a problem can be a person. You have met a few of those over the years. Strangers sitting in that chair, problems to be solved. Sometimes they're good people. Sometimes they're not. But we always do the best we can for them. And that can mean many different things. Sometimes it's a relocation or a negotiation. Sometimes it's just a matter of compensation, helping someone pay a debt. And sometimes, when there are no other options, we have to euthanize them.
Murder.
Problem solving. Murder is petty, emotional. That isn't us. Every job we take in some way makes the world a better place. We only take a life when it resolves conflict, never to create it. Do you understand?
No.
You will. If you're old enough to ask a question, you're old enough to start helping it. I think it's time we move on from education to apprenticeship. Would you like that?
I'd like time to explore my options.
What options do you think you have?
Could get a job, then a partner maybe?
Not at 13.
I could keep reading, keep getting educated. Maybe go to college.
No college will accept you.
Just work and live and experience the world a little.
Honey, you don't exist. Oh, don't look at me like that. Of course you exist in the sense that you and I are here talking to each other, but out there, you are nothing. No one out there knows who you are. You haven't had a day of school in your life.
I'm educated.
Not in a way that ticks their boxes, not in a way that fits on an admissions form. You've been educated in my way, and it's so much better. But they don't know that. You know what life is out there? You know what the world is? It's paperwork. Everything you want to do, every job, every school, getting a driver's license, a bank account, doing anything starts with paperwork, and you couldn't fill out a single line of it. Not an address, not a social security number. You don't even know the name you were born with. You know where I gave birth to you? At home, in secret. Just your father and I, which was scary, but we knew the payoff. Officially, you were never born. No social security number, no fingerprints. We made sure of that. And out there, that's unacceptable. But here, honey, with what we do, it's a dream. It's a gift that we have given you. An intelligent, educated, untraceable human. You are becoming a beautiful young woman. And don't think that won't come in handy. The perfect problem solver. The perfect third member of our team. Our family. I've been holding so much of this in for so long, it just feels good to get it out. Come here. Give me a hug. I know it's a lot to take in, but you'll come to appreciate it. I promise.
And if I don't?
That would be a problem. Oh, these types of talks are always so awkward. You know what? Screw the coffee. Let's have hot chocolate and cavities be damned. We still have some left from New Year's, and I think I stashed away a few marshmallows too.
Did you call my grandfather?
Of course not! I love you, Malibu. Or now. I guess we're both adjusting to new things today, aren't we?
Yeah.
Everything will be okay. I promise. Marshmallows and hot chocolate. Boil some water, would you, dear?
Shoes.
Thank you, dear. Mal and I just had the tub.
Yeah, how'd that go?
Adjusting to the new normal.
Let me see your face. Bet she doesn't see the tears.
She told me.
I know. The walls are thin. I've been listening a while. Best just to accept it. Half least resistance. Best clean up and make your hot chocolate. And just do the work she gives you. Eventually, your conscience won't matter.